Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news folks, if you've been paying close attention to the league rumors and whispers coming out of NFL circles lately, you're probably aware that the San Francisco 49ers are once again at the center of some intriguing trade talks. And no, we're not talking about the usual speculative chatter. You know, like, will Trey Lance get traded? Or is Brock Purdy going to get a new deal? This time, the buzz is real, and it involves a potential blockbuster move that could reshape the 49ers' secondary and bolster their chances of making yet another deep playoff run. The name that's been floating around in league whispers, especially from some credible sources like Adam Schefter, is Patrick Surtain II from the Denver Broncos. Now I know what you're thinking, Patrick Surtain II. That's a serious upgrade for any secondary, and for the 49ers, it could be the missing piece to solidify their defense, especially against high-powered offenses in the NFC and beyond. The Broncos, sitting at 5-5 and still in a bit of a rebuild mode after some rough patches on their offensive line, are considering trading Surtain. And it makes sense when you look at their cap situation. They have about $7 million in free cap space, but they're also in a position where they're trying to acquire draft picks to rebuild their squad, especially focusing on extending their young talent like Knicks. The Broncos are reportedly eyeing a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, plus a third-rounder in 2027 as part of the deal. That's a hefty price, but for a shutdown corner like Surtain, who's been compared to lockdown defenders like Jalen Ramsey, it's a price worth paying. Especially because Denver is prioritizing picks to extend players like Knicks, and shedding some cap space now makes strategic sense. They're trying to free up about $20 million to make room for future extensions and to shore up their front seven, which has been leaking points, giving up 5 points per game this season. But here's where it gets exciting for the 49ers fans. San Francisco, sitting at 6-4 with a solid $10 million in cap space, has emerged as a prime suitor for Surtain. Why? Because Surtain isn't just any cornerback. He's an all-pro shutdown corner, a guy who can take away the opponent's top receiver, much like Jalen Ramsey did during his time with the Dolphins this year. Surtain, in just his third season, is already establishing himself as one of the best in the league. His stats are impressive. Over his career, he has 15 interceptions, 250 tackles, 4 Pro Bowls under his belt, and a PFF grade of 95. That's elite. His coverage stats are equally eye-catching, allowing a completion percentage of just 51%, EPA per target of -0. 34 man coverage grade of 88%, and yards per separation of only 0.6. Plus, injuries have been minimal this season. Just one game missed with a minor ankle issue, so durability won't be a concern. The impact of landing Surtain for the 49ers would be enormous. Think about it, adding a corner who can shut down big receivers like Cooper Kupp, who averages just 19 yards per route against Surtain, would dramatically change the way the 49ers defend in the secondary. It would allow them to be more aggressive, to blitz less, and to rely on a re-energized back end that can take away the big plays. This kind of lockdown corner could reduce opposing passing yards per pass attempt from 6.8 down to around 5.4 yards, significantly lowering the opponent's scoring opportunities. And the numbers, folks, tell the story. With Surtain, the 49ers could see an increase of about 4 interceptions over the course of the season, a massive boost in turnovers, perhaps jumping from 1.3 to around 2.4 per game, and a sharp reduction in big plays allowed. For reference, this season, the 49ers have been giving up around 14 big pass plays per game, but with Surtain, that could be cut in half. That's game-changing. It's not just about individual stats. It's about how one player can elevate the entire team's defense, making it one of the top units in the league once again. Now, let's talk about how this move could ripple through the NFC landscape. The 49ers are already a formidable team, with their offense led by Brock Purdy and a strong running game, but adding a talent like Certain would give them a true lockdown corner to complement their secondary. It would create a secondary duo that could rival anyone in the league. Imagine Certain paired with the likes of Charvarius Ward and Talanoa Hufanga. This would make it even harder for opposing offenses to find any weak spots. The impact on the playoffs could be even more profound. The 49ers are already in a good position to secure another NFC West title, but with a shutdown corner like Certain, their odds of making a deep playoff run increase exponentially. Odds right now are around +1, 200 for the Super Bowl, but experts believe that bringing in a player of Certain's caliber could cut those odds significantly, down to +500 or even better. That's a game changer. It's no exaggeration to say that Certain could be the X factor that pushes the 49ers over the top, especially in close games against high-powered offenses like the Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget about the potential postseason impact. In the 2024 playoffs, Certain could be the guy who neutralizes a top receiver, like Kupp in the NFC Championship or a key player in the Super Bowl. His presence could also boost the team's overall confidence, knowing they have one of the league's best shutdown corners. That kind of confidence translates into more aggressive play calling, more turnovers, and potentially a second Lombardi trophy for the 49ers in just a few years. Of course, such a trade isn't just about immediate gains. There are long-term considerations, too. Certain is still young, only in his third season, and has multiple years of prime football ahead. His addition would help the 49ers maintain their elite status for years to come, especially as they look to extend their window of contention under the leadership of players like Nick Bosa, who's already having a dominant season with 9.5 sacks. Think about the synergy: Bosa rushing the passer, Certain locking down the top receiver, and the rest of the defense flying around making plays. It's the kind of combination that can turn a good defense into an elite one, capable of shutting down any offense in the league. Now, I know some fans might be wondering about the cost. Giving up a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-rounder in 2027 is a significant investment. But when you consider the potential return, an elite corner who's already proven he can dominate at this level, the risk might be worth it. The 49ers have shown they're willing to pay the price for top-tier talent, especially if it helps them chase another Lombardi. Plus, with the draft capital they have, they can afford to make this move without sacrificing their future too much. And let's not forget the broader implications. Adding Certain would send a message to the NFC and the entire league that the 49ers aren't just here to compete. They're here to dominate. It would be a statement move, signaling that San Francisco is all in on building a championship-caliber team that can withstand the best offenses the league throws at them. The division rivals, like the Seahawks or the Rams, would have to rethink their game plans, knowing that the 49ers' secondary just got a lot tougher. In conclusion, folks, this potential trade for Patrick Certain II is one of the most exciting developments we've seen in the NFL this season. It's not just about acquiring a talented player. It's about transforming the identity of the 49ers' defense, making it a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, and boosting their Super Bowl odds significantly. If this move happens, it could very well be the catalyst that propels the 49ers into another championship run, solidifying their status as one of the league's premier teams for years to come. So stay tuned, because if this trade goes through, we'll be witnessing a seismic shift in the NFC, and the 49ers will be right at the heart of it, ready to make history once again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think acquiring Certain is the right call for the team? Could he be the piece that finally pushes the 49ers over the top and secures that elusive Super Bowl victory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This offseason, the moves, the rumors, the big trades, everything is shaping up to be absolutely electrifying. So keep your eyes peeled, and let's get ready to cheer even louder for the 49ers, because the best is yet to come.